Hello and welcome from the Waldfein workshop. In this video, I would like to take a look at the new German precision optics Spectra 1.6 to 1344 scope with you. I was able to take a look at it at the IWA and I find it very promising. At that time, I had already expressed the desire to test it outdoors in the field. And now the time has come. We can take a look at the scope together. But we actually need to start right at the front in the workshop. I have a Rösler signature here. I have the scope here, I have mounts here because we first need to mount it. So that was it with the assembly. We are now going to the shooting range, zeroing in, and then we will later make the adjustment of the ballistic turret. By the way, one more point, it not only has a zero stop installed, but it also has a true turret lock. So the turret can be locked. I can click when I pull it up. When I push it down, it is locked. From a hunting perspective, I find this an absolute must-have, and I am very glad that this was also considered. We are back from the shooting range, and as I said, before we can go hunting with this beautiful setup, I really have to say it shoots very pleasantly. The weapon, barrel, length, suppressor, and then such a slim but versatile scope works really well. So with such a setup, I always think it's a shame that I have to return it eventually. Also, the optics, really top-notch. It is lightweight, compact, and powerful. So, what more could you want? I have a parallax adjustment. I have a reticle illumination. The magnification range of 1.6 to 13 is completely sufficient for all hunting aspects. 44mm scope, perfectly suitable from day to dusk. And let's be honest, the time of large, powerful night vision optics is long gone anyway. A compact scope combined with a night vision device is the ideal solution for night hunting. In this respect, I am well equipped with the scope. So, if I were to start hunting again and put together my first novice hunter setup, I believe I would go exactly in this direction. I have now mounted the trigger cam here because I wanted to show you what the field of view looks like with this scope. We'll just start at 1.6. You see, I can even see the suppressor up front, so really very wide magnification, very wide field of view. And when I zoom in, a precise field of view can be addressed well, allowing for detailed examination of specific areas or objects. This feature is particularly beneficial in scenarios where accuracy is crucial. However, I still have a reasonable field of view here for dynamic situations, like when capturing fast-moving subjects or monitoring changing environments, ensuring that I don't miss any important details. Back from the exciting stalk with a lot of roe deer sightings, but no suitable piece. In that respect, it remained just watching, but that is also part of hunting. This morning we were at the shooting range. Unfortunately, I have bad news for you. I must say, because I was not allowed to film, we had to switch to the other shooting range. Due to construction work at the actual home and yard shooting range, I would say here, for us in the region, and at the other shooting range, I did not receive permission to film. However, this morning I shot through a DJV discipline, so lying fox, standing, roe deer walk marked, but also running boar. I would have loved to capture that on camera for you. In that respect, I am a bit disappointed, but what is not is not. And when the shooting range operator says, "No filming please," then you naturally adhere to that. But I bring experience. Both the harvest hunt last night, or the setting of the long-range shots, as well as the night stalk on boars, and then this morning at the shooting range, and now again the stalk on roe deer. The scope, hey, when I say all-rounder, I really mean it. Because the scope can cover everything that one encounters in a normal hunting day. And that's exactly what I think a modern scope is about. It doesn't have to be the specialist for just one thing. Then I can still get the specialized solution, so to speak. Rather, I want a scope that I can use for 99% of my hunting situations. And as I said, whether a young hunter looks at it or an old pro, I believe a scope like this one is really worth having for your arsenal, for your gun cabinet. And yes, lightweight, compact, suitable for attachment devices. And you have to imagine that the attachment devices are now only this long. That means I have a good daylight optic here that, even when combined with an attachment device, even a longer attachment device, is still in a form factor like a large, heavy night vision scope used to be. So, in any case, as I always say, a product from practice for practice. And the Spectre 1.6 to 13 truly deserves this designation. I can't really say much more about it because otherwise I would be repeating myself if I keep emphasizing that it's a true all-round scope. You have also seen the Seefeld. Everything is completely usable for hunting. Very good. In this price range, I would say. Currently, you won't find anything comparable. Therefore, I can only invite you to take the opportunity, if you have the chance, to look through such a scope at a trade fair with a dealer. Go there, hold it in your hands, look through it yourself, and get an impression. I can only say a true all-rounder, a designation from practice for practice, and yes, I'm going to dry off the sweat now. That was quite an exhausting and hot stalk given the current temperatures, and it is already late afternoon. But let's see. Now it's time to go inside. A little evening snack, and then I'll head out to the fields again this evening, and then I'll take another look. Maybe the scope will bring some good fortune after all.